The skin is pinkish white and it is 42 centimeters long and is currently in a supine position. As you can see, this pig is definitely female because we can see there's a genital papillae right here. There are also ovaries right here and other reproductive structures. Here we have the 4 limbs. On each limb we can identify clearly the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, and the digits, which are homologous to human parts and this human skeleton as well. We have 2 main parts. Here is the thoracic cavity and here's the abdominal cavity. So here you can see the upper jaw and the lower jaw. So here's the tongue, which presses food against the hard palate, which is located right here. A soft palate is inside, which connects to the esophagus, and this prevents food from getting into the nasal cavity. The hard palate, namely, feels very hard, which is because we have to press up the food to break it down in a mechanical manner. And the soft palate is mostly muscle and fiber, so it is not as hard. Food through the pig. So first of all, the food enters in the mouth, is mechanically digested and broken down inside the jaw, and then goes down into the esophagus. As you can see here, behind the trachea, we can find the esophagus, which is located right here. If we press down, you can get a better view right there. As it flows down the esophagus, there are muscle contractions that lead it all the way down to the stomach, which is a large bag located right underneath here. It's a large bag right here. The liver and pancreas, as well as the gallbladder, all secrete chemicals and enzymes that help digest the food. As you can see here, this large organ is the liver, has multiple compartments, and the gallbladder is right here, as well as the pancreas, which is a spongy material underneath the liver. As you can see, it is right here. And the small and large intestines are connected. This is the small intestine, which is very long, and the large intestine, which is behind here, which flows into the rectum after digestion. And the rectum is connected to this large intestine and flows right here into the excretory system.
Also, as the pig is an unborn fetal pig, it's unlikely to have eaten any solid food, and therefore there wouldn't be anything in the intestines or stomach.
The trachea is a tube which air flows through to get to the lungs, and it feels pretty hard compared to the esophagus because it is a hollow tube and there are no muscles that control the air, unlike food in the esophagus.
So the trachea is the windpipe, so air goes down here into the lungs, and it's hard, and because it's made out of cartilage, and it's probably like this, so it can't be crushed easily, or air can't be blocked from the path easily.
And then the air flows into the lungs, which are right next to the heart, as you can see this one, and the one right here. And they feel very kind of soft because they have to be pumped by the diaphragm. Also, we have the diaphragm, which pumps the lungs and causes air pressure differences to move air in and out. So this is muscular structure right here underneath the lungs. Circulatory system, we have the heart, which is a large organ that pumps blood. As you can see, here's the coronary artery, which provides the blood to the heart, this red right here. And then inside the heart, we can open it up to find the 4 different compartments. There's a lot of red here, and this indicates the left ventricle, which pumps blood to the rest of the body. This is the left atrium, which extends to the left auricle right here. And then here are the right atrium and ventricle, respectively.
The circulatory system is important to mammals because the heart is able to pump oxygenated blood to the body, to every part of the body, and the waste products from it, like carbon dioxide, are able to come back and be removed. The largest blood vessel or artery in the body is the aorta, and the aorta distributes oxygenated blood to basically the whole body.
As you can see, the heart is in the center of the body next to the lungs, and this location is very crucial because first of all, the heart needs to pump blood to all extremities, so it needs to be in the center. And also its distance to the lungs helps it get oxygen into the blood from the air in the lungs and the alveoli, and also return the carbon dioxide to exhale. The heart also connects to different blood vessels, and these include arteries, which lead from the heart to the body, or to the lungs, or any other part, and the veins, which leads from other parts of the body back to the heart. And of course, there are capillaries, which are kind of smaller blood vessels, which stem from arteries and veins in order to cover and connect all of the cells in the body.
The superior and inferior vena cava are also important veins that come to the heart. For example, the superior is above the heart, right there, that blue right there. And as you can see, the inferior is below the heart. You can kind of see it next to the lungs, behind the heart. The blood vessels also connect to the different organs, including the kidney. As you can see, the kidney has renal veins and arteries coming out of it.
The kidneys filter waste from the blood, and the bladders hold the waste. Ureters are the tubes from the kidney that go to the bladder, so it carries waste to the bladder. If the kidney stopped working, then waste would build up in the body, and that would lead to eventual death.
The purpose of the endocrine system is to regulate different levels of blood sugar and other variables related to blood in the body, and they do this by sending out hormones from different glands throughout the body.
Some important glands from the endocrine system are the thyroid gland and the spleen. So the thyroid gland, which is in the neck, regulates growth and development through metabolism. And the spleen, which is next to the intestines, regulates the different blood cells in the blood, and it works with the immune system